What's up, coaches? Hope everyone's having a good week. Here is Wednesday. So a reminder that the warm-up is the same as it's been the last 2 days as written. Feel free to be creative, make that warm-up your own as long as it fits within the confines of the class. There's a link posted at the top if you need a reminder on the written version of today's warm-up. Let's talk about your strength. So we're going to be kind of reviewing and then putting some technique into practice with the power clean. We're going to open this with some simple coach's cue where your goal is to use an empty barbell, and then the amount of volume that you do with this is likely dependent on the overall skill level of your class. So we want to accumulate at least 6 to 10 repetitions. Right? You may do this in 2 to 3 sets depending on the collective skill level of your group. But let's take a look at this coach's cue. We're going to be going over the hang power clean, which we'll put into practice in the actual workout, as well as the strength. So our first cue, after we establish stance and grip, is going to be pockets. So we're going to establish that high hang position, full foot planted. So you'll cue pockets. Next cue, above the knee, shifting those hips back, and then clean. After you cue clean, you're gonna hold here, and then recover. Brings them back down and into a relaxed position. Pockets, above the knee, clean, and recover. Pockets, above the knee, clean, and recover. All right. So at least 6 to 10 reps, you want to see everybody's position. You want to be able to make a few cues, do some coaching at that point, and you're prepping them for the strength portion. So the strength portion, we're putting that exact movement into practice. We have on the minute for 7 minutes. We don't want to make this the centerpiece of the day. The centerpiece of the day is 100% the workout. We just want to get a feel for moving some weight again with the power clean. So we're going to go on the minute for 7 minutes, one hang power clean with a 3-second pause in the catch. The goal is to build to a slightly heavy, not to a heavy, not to a max, but just something to where people are getting a feel for their weight again. So on the minute for 7 minutes, they're going to catch and then hold in that receiving position for a 3-second count. So they no longer have to go pockets above the knee. They're welcome to, but that repetition will look like this. Here, catch, 1, 2, 3, and now take a break. So for some, they may be making a lot of jumps here. For your experienced folks, they may be starting light, continuing to build. For others, it might be more of a technique session with some super lightweight, where you may be even having them doing more than 1 rep as you watch them and progress through your coaching progression. All right, let's talk about your workout. All right, guys, so today's workout is what we'll call Velox Helen, a version of Helen where our goal is to go 3 rounds for time of a 400-meter run, 12 pull-ups, and 6 hang power cleans. So our stimulus focus here, what we're after, this is a burner. Think about Helen as one of those where really high intensity, you're kind of on the floor at the end, high heart rate, lots of muscle burn. That's the type of stimulus that we're after. This should incorporate some moderate power cleans, not necessarily super heavy where we want them to be done in singles with lots of rest in between, but the power clean should be a challenging portion of the workout. People kind of have to manage their fatigue in order to do well when they get to that moderate to slightly heavy weight. So you have some goals in terms of the time component with the rounds, as well as the overall goal written out in the notes. So let's talk about each movement. A run, the ideal time component here is 2 minutes or under. So we are trying to create that stimulus of a faster run. We want these to feel like moderate bursts. Okay? Not all out sprints, but moderate burst, not long, slow, grindy distance. So we want to scale to make that happen to hit the stimulus. We can sub row, bike, ski as needed. Social distancing, just make sure everybody has their own machine and is doing their own thing. The pull-ups here, these can be strict or kipping. Scaling by doing less pull-ups, banded strict pull-ups, or ring rows. If you don't have enough space to get people on the rig, then what you can do here is go like heavy dumbbell rows or sub renegade rows, your choice, instead of the pull-ups if you don't want people close together on the rig or you don't have enough rig space. So you would go 12 heavy rows or renegade rows instead. All right. For the pull-ups, they can be broken up however, as long as the stimulus is maintained. Meaning I got to keep my heart rate up. So I don't want to have to do a couple pull-ups, stop, take a bunch of breaths, get my heart rate back down. If I can chip away and I can keep moving with great quality, with whatever scale that I choose, I'm all good on the pull-ups. Hang power cleans, moderate to slightly heavy. We're looking for a challenge with the load under fatigue. 1 to 2 sets is ideal. They should be able to do 10 unbroken reps when fresh. Primer here is super important. Make sure you hit it. All you're looking for is the pull-ups and the hang power cleans. If they have 2 to 4 and 2 hang power cleans, it should be easy breezy if they're choosing the correct scales. Make sure those reps look good and everybody's set up in the correct way. All right, so if you guys have feedback on this workout or questions, please let me know. Chase that stimulus. We want a burner. Hope you guys have a great day. See ya.